you. Good to have you.
Then you'll be thank you.
Word. What are we in the running for?
It looks like we are non-profits serving populations greater
than 40,000 and
Where's the other tub? Where's the other one?
Bob's getting a drop off. And I think if everyone just became more nature-centric, then we could solve a lot of problems. As 2016 approaches, Earth Rebirth is about to be 5 years old, and when my college wrestling buddy and I decided to start Earth Rebirth in 2011, we had very much a global influence in mind. But as a couple of student athletes, we had no experience building that type of business.
I vaguely remember Andrew giving me a phone call my junior year of high school once he was out at OU, and he just told me he was planning on starting a company and he wanted me to be a part of it. So I got out to Norman for the first board meeting, which was in Andrew's apartment, and we kind of sat down and just kind of brainstorming on what we wanted to focus on. And we knew we wanted to go environmental because we all kind of had that in common, and we kind of thought about the societal problems we wanted to focus on, and we decided on food, energy, and water. It was kind of where we started.
We knew we had to start local, and we wanted to capitalize on our resources as university students. But it always starts one step at a time. You do an event, a few creative projects, table when you can, whatever it takes to really gain support. We started to see that the more ideas that we brought to life, the easier it became to see a path to our long-term vision. Not all of your ideas are going to thrive, but they all contribute along the way to the ones that will. The community will tell you which ideas they want the most, and for Earth Rebirth, that came with the Garden Your Own Growth program. Our first major community opportunity came through a nonprofit class I was taking in college. My teacher held a meet and greet at a pizza shop in Norman with 3 directors of local nonprofits, and one of those directors was Michael Hirsch of LoveWorks After School program.
I look at our first conversation that we had with Earth Rebirth almost as one of those sitting around a table and dreaming on a napkin moments. What really stood out to me in that moment was not just the enthusiasm, but the vision, really that I could see very early on that Earth Rebirth had, that I felt was very unique. Not only in just wanting to learn more about what we were doing, as an organization, but really truly felt that I was sitting down at the table with somebody that was very like-hearted and passionate, but that really had an interest in helping to see people and then students really empowered. And I knew at that moment that something very special was going to really be in the work for both organizations.
My first memory of the garden at LoveWorks was the fact that we now had a physical piece of Earth Rebirth that we could hold on to. It was no longer just paperwork and board meetings held in apartments. It was, we had a physical place where we were trying to make an impact, and at LoveWorks we were trying to teach those kids, and we had the actual access to kids for the first time.
In one of our very first meetings that I had with Andrew, and we sat down at the table, he had already, without even seeing our building, only hearing about it, he already brought in drawings of the possibilities that they could do, with our students. You can tell Andrew had that look in his eyes, that he really wanted to jump into this opportunity with us and just dream about creating a gardening concept within LoveWorks.
After that first garden, things began clicking. The small steps and projects turned into longer-term achievements. Our water cleanups became the Pin a Problem platform to help solve issues on our website. Desires for Home Gardens spawned our Garden Your Own Growth home and business consulting program. We even won 2014 Oklahoma Recycling Nonprofit of the Year. And with the addition of the Earth Rebirth Center, our goals are exploding. If setting up gardens has taught us anything, we are hungry for what's next.
Accepted for Earth Rebirth is Andrew Sartain. Earth Rebirth Norman knows that teaching gardening skills to children and families now means a healthy and vibrant community tomorrow. Through gardens at 7 educational centers, the group is educating kids, young and old, on how to grow sustainable and environmentally responsible food. The encouragement to learn where your food comes from has helped benefit the school lunch program at schools with gardens. Earth Rebirth has plans to build gardens at all 24 schools across Norman.
We're on the right track.